The Kurt Vonnegut Museum and Library hit like on my Instagram post of the little drawing of Kurt Vonnegut, which I thought was pretty nice. And then the David Foster Wallace Library sent me a long, boring message that I'm just not even going to attempt to read. I don't have to be good because I was an altar boy when I was a kid, so that's me getting into heaven like no questions asked. During my first confession, I told a priest that I took a poo in a lake in Germany, and he was just like, I know. The first time everyone did that clap for the NHS thing was the same day that my echocardiogram, a heart scan, was cancelled. So I was the only one out there giving it fucking boo. Stop putting words in my mouth and stick your fucking feet in there. They said the horse that I was looking after ate straw, but it choked to death. It was plastic straws. Blah 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 blah. Wouldn't it be fucked up if I Tommy Coopered during one of these videos, just flat out fucking died? Every Christmas since the beginning of the war on climate change, scientists have a kickabout on the surface of the sun. Oh hey, is that the lounge? Could you put me through to the comedy police department, please? Oh, can I join your little clique? Oh, I don't have the requisite haircut and fucking pre-ripped jeans that were pre-ripped out the factory. Well, let me just speak to your manager. A man once called Warrington the Paris of the North. Unfortunately, that man was Jimmy Savile, so everything he's ever said has largely been discredited. Warrington in the 60s was still reeling from the closure of the dildo factories, leading to a rise in unemployment. This led to many Warrington natives to use balloons as a sort of currency. Here we see a woman making a traditional wooden dildo, which the town was famous for. While the economy was failing, Warrington Borough Council stockpiled Nazi gold in the catacombs below Town Hall. On January 12, 1964, Queen Elizabeth II visited the town, but an attempt was made on her life. She survived, but many subscribe to the multiple shooter theory. This cinema was closed in 1965 because they were showing Battlestar Galactica, which is a TV show and not a movie. The mediums of television and film were obviously very confusing at this point in human evolution. ABC cinemas would later become Mr. Smith's nightclub, which would later become nothing. Beginning in 1963, Warrington Market would start weighing women to see if they were a witch. If the woman weighed more than 2 bags of flour, she was burnt. In 1965, animal rights activists dressed as fairy tale characters freed 7 elephants from a visiting circus. This led to a car accident that would ultimately kill 58 people. Soon after this, popular entertainer George Formby's funeral took place in Warrington. George had requested they drive backwards to the church in his will.